Oh, am I supposed to say something?
You just,
oh, okay.
They like you.
Whatever. Welcome back. We are so happy to have you today.
So today we're going to talk about one thing that a parent can do to help the life of their child and help family life. Now, sometimes all the time as a parent, when your child is worried or hurting or struggling, what happens to the parent? You're struggling, you're worried about your child. So maybe you're not a parent with a young child, but maybe you're a grandparent and your children have young children. Well, this information will be very helpful. Here's one thing that a family can do to help improve the family and the life of the children they're raising.
Eat dinner with your kids, and no cell phones allowed, no TV in the background during dinner. Every meal counts. In a recent survey of 26,078 Canadian adolescents from a wide range of backgrounds, urban and rural, affluent and low income, researchers asked each kid, in the last 7 days, how many days have you had a meal with your parents? Kids who had more meals with parents were less likely to have internalizing problems, such as feeling sad, anxious, or lonely. They were less likely to have externalizing problems, such as fighting, skipping school, stealing, etc. They were more likely to help others and to report feeling satisfied with their own lives.
Here we're highlighting the importance of just simply having a meal with your family, having a meal with your children. Now, the statistical difference wasn't just between those children who had one meal with their parents versus those who had 7. What the research shows later on in the book is that there's a statistical difference in positive outcome with every more meal. So in other words, those who had 2 meals with their parents in the week versus those who had 1 had a greater statistical positive outcome and every step up after that. So the point is, eat as a family, be together as a family at mealtime, without devices, without distractions, and just be together. Now, I would like to share with you how we do our evening meal together. And we have an intentional conversation almost at every single meal. What do we do?
Well, we go around the table and we share, each person shares what they are thankful for from that day.
Simple. And we go all the way around. Now, we try and say, you have to say 3 things. Sometimes they have a whole list. Sometimes they've really got to think if they're in a bad mood. Like anyone who's in a bad mood has really got to think. But that's a really good discipline, to think about what you're thankful for when you're in a bad mood. It's a great habit. It's difficult to be down and grateful at the same time. So that's what we do. You can do something else. You could just say, what was the high of your day? What was the low of your day? Do a high-low, but have an intentional conversation, not just eat together, but have it being meaningful. And as often as you can, because every meal counts.
And maybe if you feel like you just sometimes don't know how to have a conversation with your children, because I think if you're not in the habit of doing that, it might be a little awkward, or if you're used to always having a device in your hand. I know it's something that I recently got was this game. It was a family question game where it's just a bunch of questions and you just go around and each person has to answer these different questions. Like if you could go here or there, where would you go? Or if you could...
So it was actually something you pulled out during the mealtime.
Yeah.
Janelle would pull out the card and ask a question of a child and they would have to answer it.
Yeah. And sometimes it's interesting. Like one of our quietest children, she went and found this box of cards and she brought it to me one time because she's like, she wanted to do this activity at supper time. And I thought that was really cute.
Do you remember what that was called?
I can go find it.
You could just get a book on also conversation starters with kids. I'm sure there's somebody that's published something like that. Yeah. But just have predetermined questions that you're going to ask and then go for it. And you share too, by the way. Parents have to share as well. I think that's it, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, share with us below your thoughts and we'll see you soon.